So let's talk about the new resale center. Not a new concept, but explain what this is all about.
So we really love our retail stores. We really see them as an extension of the Salvation Army's ministry. And so we have had one over in Van Buren for years. And many might remember we used to have one actually over on 32nd Street, over off of Grand years ago. And I know that was actually closed, unfortunately, in COVID. And the goal was, hey, we're going to reopen this thing quick. It's going to be great. And well, COVID lasted longer than any of us expected. And so, yeah, we've just kind of been in kind of a holding pattern for a while. Well, we actually late last year sold our other property and we're looking, hey, let's have a new home. And so we actually looked at several properties and found one that we really liked next to Eunice's Country Kitchen, which you can't get better than that. Also over by Solid Rock Bookstore. And so we actually are going to be opening a new store actually on March 14th. Between those two businesses. And so you can come out and shop at our store, get you some great lunch, and go over and get a book next door. So I know coconut cream pie is a good incentive to go out and visit our store from Eunice's. So
yeah, and the roast beef and rice is really good too. So what is going to be in the store? Is it going to be similar to what was on 32nd Street?
yes, and so any kind of household goods maybe that people are looking to donate, whether they be furniture, whether they be clothing, whether they be like small appliances, those can all be donated to the store, and actually those are actually used from the proceeds to actually fund the local ministry of the Salvation Army, just like they do over in the Van Buren store. We did this really as a big way to be a little bit more convenient for customers. I know it's kind of always been one of those things where, hey, if you want to donate to the Salvation Army, go to Van Buren, and it's not really close. And so we're really glad that we can actually offer this out within Fort Smith to be able to give people a little bit of a better way to donate to us. And then also a lot of people don't know what happens to their donations after they come to us. So like, do you guys just resell them? What do you do? And actually for house fires and floods, if maybe there's a local family that's been affected by that, we voucher those items out and we help them kind of refurnish their maybe their home or their apartment. And so we're really always looking for ways to actually kind of redeem families through things like furniture and clothing, and just really help out in really those great times of need. So that's a huge way that our family store is really active in the mission of the Army. And then also in addition to that, also we want to be able to provide a convenient place for donors to be able to donate and get a tax deductible donation. So it'll be open for that as well. Now we're going to be open every Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 5, the same hours of Van Buren.
So you rely on donations, but at the same time, somebody could go in and maybe buy something to help out as well.
Yes, and we do try to keep those competitively priced. We don't necessarily want to shoot the moon and have all these expensive things in there. So we do try to be competitive because we do also understand that people really rely upon us to buy things that they typically couldn't afford. So yeah, that's we're always looking to do that, stay competitive. And also on average every year, believe it or not, the Salvation Army allocates from our family stores about $50,000 to $70,000 for local mission. So it's a huge piece of what we do. And another kind of cool thing that we do, a lot of people don't know, is we actually recycle used clothing. So if you have clothing that's maybe stained or ripped, do not throw it away. Bring it to us and we'll recycle it for you. And actually we sell that to third-party companies. And just last year alone, we actually profited about $30,000 off of clothing that we couldn't even sell in the store. And so if you're looking for a place to get rid of those items or maybe even recycle a little bit, bring it to us. We would love to recycle it for you.
And you'll do all that at that center there on by Eunice's.
That's correct.
All right. So I know you talked about this just a little bit, but overall, this is just another positive extension from the Salvation Army.
Yes. A lot of people know us for our downtown office. They really know that we know you guys feed down there every night of the year. We know that you have a shelter. But the question always is, what do you guys do when you're not bell ringing? That's kind of always the question. We see you guys so much for 2 months, we almost can't escape you. And then where do you go? And the question is that really all of those proceeds that are raised, either whether they be through the store, whether they be through the kettle campaign, they're helping really families in a 6-county area. Most of those residing in Sebastian and Crawford County. We do also service those Sequoia, Scott, Logan and Franklin counties as well. So pretty big footprint, have a lot of rural area to take care of. But really what we're doing is lots of food assistance, lots of utility assistance. Most of that is affecting at-risk seniors. That's kind of what we're doing when we're not out bell ringing. In addition to that, we also do have a program for at-risk youth that we have actually twice a week. And in addition to that, we also are trying to start up some new things this year through some anti-poverty initiatives and also some help for families struggling with opioid addiction. So whenever you're shopping in the store, that's what you're supporting.
All right. Sounds like I remember the store there on 32nd Street. I'm glad it's opening back up again. Congratulations for doing that.
Oh, thank you so much. I will say I've had lots of experience doing this, but this is the first one I've ever opened. So hope it goes well.